Hola amigos y amigas from the Chante, Chantepec area, and going out for a little spin, and it's parked now, getting going. You go out this way for a little while, and I'll tell you, I've been coming out here since 2019, 2021, started the YouTube channel and continued exploring since 2021. Now, I want to say, I've said this on other occasions, a lot of YouTubers watch each other's channels, and I think a lot of YouTubers have been watching this one too. I have gotten notifications from other YouTube channels in the past, and even recently, not too long ago, and from this area, from the Lake Chapala area, and I think they got a lot of benefit from watching these videos that I've been putting up since 2021, and I'll tell you more about that in another video. But I want to show you some places, areas. One in particular, I looked at the process of me moving out here. I was so familiar with the area that I knew where to look. I got some leads. I'll tell you more about that, but I did find a place, they call it boots on the ground, a rental. Now, I did rent it, and I kind of think I should have, but I have an opportunity to rent it when I come back next year, and I'll tell you what the costs are going to be. It's not far from the Malacan. It's actually walking distance to the Malacan, and it's got a 3-bedroom house. It's got 3 bathrooms. Why do I need all that space? I don't know. But anyway, I'll talk about that in another video. But you can see the Pharmacia, the El Chante sign, Chantepec sign. We passed another El Chante sign. Here you can gas up. I'll tell you, before we get to the Malacan area, we are not in Jocotepec yet. I don't believe we're going to be getting there. We're going to be coming up on the Livermental Highway. We're going to see the El Chante. There's an El Chante spa and hotel coming up. Look to the left. There will be a sign there that'll say El Chante Spa Hotel to our left. But so yeah, I did Airbnbs before, and in this area, and even in Jocotepec, I did an Airbnb. But I've been coming out here for years. Here's the bus coming up. Buses run frequently through here for those who want to use bus travel. Watch these topaz. If you see the cars bouncing, it's an indication here's a topaz. Now some of these are painted. You can see them, and some of them aren't painted so well. But at nighttime, you might not see them. So it's good to come around here first. There's a bike path to the right. It's good to come around here first in the daytime before you do some nighttime driving, because you might not see them at night. Now, a good indicator of one coming up is if you're behind a car, not close to the car, but you can see the cars slow down, and then they see the brake lights, and then you'll see the up and down movement of the car when they hit the topaz. And they're here for a really good reason. It has to keep the traffic slowed down. Okay. And I have taken people for drive-turs free of charge, and I pay for the gas. I've done that before, taken them shopping. Here's a Livermental Highway. Bienvenidos a Chantepec. Right now in Chantepec, there's a Michelin tire place there. And I stopped in there a few years ago. They gave me some assistance. That was with my other vehicle when I had another vehicle, my first Mexican vehicle. Okay, see that green over there on the screen? I believe that's going to be a new bodega Obrera. And that's what they're building. That's what I heard. It's got the same color. So new development here in Jocotepec. I was just at the other one up in Central just the other day. Okay, coming past the location of where the Loco event took place. Coming up, the sign's not up there anymore. That's a yearly event, cultural and music event. This channel is primarily, I would say, and I'll talk more about that, showing people the culture of Mexico. And if you look at a lot of the current videos, okay, this is pretty much a cultural channel. And this channel, as I mentioned, I think this channel has got about, quite a bit of Mexican viewers. More Mexican viewers lately than the people from the United States. So we're going to be coming up on the Malecon. Here's one entrance to the left. You can get in that way. And to the left is an axle. You turn left and you can get in there. And I'll show you. I'm not going to show you exactly, but I'm going to tell you about this rental I looked at. 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, had its own pool, gated, and the landlord, go left, right down there. There's one way you could go to the left there. It's only a block or 2 from the Malecon. You could go another way, and I'll tell you more about that rental. That rental is close to the Malecon, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, with its own swimming pool, gated. The owner lives next door in a big place. And to the right of that, when you enter, next on the right side of the property, he has casitas. He's got a lady that's been living there for 10 years from California, right here in Jocotepec. So, of course, the rent in the casita on the other side of this property is going to be a lot less. And the ladies, once again, he speaks 7 languages. 7. He told me he speaks English very well too. He owns and manages a lot of properties in this area. He owns properties, but he also manages other people's properties that he doesn't own. He's not the owner of the ones he manages, but he does own the properties. And once again, that place, I want to give you the amount of rent. It'll blow your mind for such a big home. And I almost took it. I love where I'm at now, but I'm still wondering. And it has its own pool. I'm thinking about taking my friend Sandy over there to show it to him. I might be taking him there. And I don't charge any fees. I don't make any money whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. I like doing this to help people. But it's a big home, and I'm thinking about getting it maybe when I come back. I'll be going up to the States again next year, but I've already talked to him about that. Okay, I'll spill the beans. He wanted for a short-term lease from me, 16,000 pesos per month, and I can afford it. I don't know if the utilities were included. I didn't ask, and I didn't even go inside the property. He just opened the gate. I walked in the gate. It's next door to his big property, and it was amazing. What's the word for it? My sister would use for something, and it was beautiful. And it was great. I'm telling you. Now, the price he gave me, he wanted, was for a short-term lease. He wanted 16,000 pesos. Now, when I come back, he offered it to me for 14,000 pesos if I sign a year lease. If I sign a year lease with him, when I come back, he'll give it to me for 14,000 pesos. That'll be the rent. So, once again, he owns that property, but he does manage other properties that he doesn't own. He'll do that. So, I've heard of that before, people managing other people's properties and showing them properties. They are not actually the owners, but I believe they make some money doing so. Okay, I'm going to show you around here a little bit. It's getting to be a long video, and once again, it's a beautiful place. I want to. Now here's Chante right here, right to my left. It's a gate. It's got a cochera. It's gated underground. I don't know if it's an upstairs. It's to my left, Chante con baño, with baño. Wow, that's right here in the heart of Jocotepec. Once again, the other place I'm thinking about taking when I come back, that big place, maybe I'll make a room for my art. I'm thinking about that. Have an extra room for friends that want to come by, or maybe even a relative. One of my relatives wants to come by, and I am coming near the cleaners. I've done videos over here, or one video, and I have some shirts that are getting pressed at the cleaners over here on the right. I've done a video over here before. So I've been thinking about Jocotepec, or been coming here, even when I'm not making videos. The cleaners is to the right. I'll be parking and walking over there, but I'm going to find a place to park, shut this off, and maybe upload this video later after I pick up my laundry. And then I'm going to do some shopping. I have done videos on where you can shop, where you can find U.S. products here. I've been shopping in this town and coming to this town for cultural reasons for quite a few years, since 2019. And I have taken people out, showed them up at the Mirador, took a couple, showed them Mike, showed them, I put up videos a couple of years ago, and a lot of people have seen those videos. Joe and Mike took them, introduced them to shop owners here. Man who owns the pharmacy, he's not the pharmacist, but he owns the pharmacy. I took him all over bakeries, restaurants, took him for a tour into Chante, where we bought more stuff. I took him to the cemetery, showed them where the cemetery is. It's a beautiful mural there. I took him all over, and even if I didn't mention, up to the Mirador. So that's something I do for friends, and I know this town well, and I do believe a lot of people have been watching these videos. YouTubers watch each other's videos, and many of them. So, but I believe I've really I know that I've got the most videos out of here over the last few years, more than any other expat YouTube channel. pick them up off of the websites and make a list or anything. These are actually places I would say to go, and I would be from my own personal experience, and then I could also tell you where other places are, like these abarotes, pequeño, tienditas, places like that, tiendas, small mom and pop family stores. There's a bus station right there, so you can get Chapao buses, and you can get some direct buses there too. So I know quite a few people here in this area have established friendships and relationships with people, not only business people, but people, cultural part of this area, and people involved with the culture. And that's been over the past few years. So there's a good school for children to the right over here. I believe it's a good school. But let me go left. I'll park somewhere and then go over to Cleaners and pick up those shirts I had pressed. And they were only 11 pesos each. And I'll be paying for them when I get to the Cleaners. There's another set at this one's Departamento. Now this one doesn't have a place to park like the other one earlier. This one here, I talked with them, they don't have a cajeta garage to park, but the other place did. That's a new one. I haven't seen that one. Look at this, Hip Hop Dance Academy to our left. Check this out. Look at that. I met a guy, he's 40 years old, here in this area, and he invited me to a party really soon, and I met him right here. He lived, actually, we didn't know, he actually lived in San Luis Soyatlan. See, I have to find a place to park. There's the Cleaners. He lived in San Luis Soyatlan for 3 years. I never knew it until I met him. And now he lives in this area. And he's been living in this area. I'm not going to say much. He lives in the municipality of Jocotepec. And I won't give you too much information. We might do an interview with him. And I introduced him to Steve Balfour of the Lake Chapao Society, and he was real happy to meet Steve when we were at the talent show. I think I'm going to find a place. I'll pick up those shirts in a little while, but I'm going to find a place to park, and usually it's a lot easier by parking. There's an estacionamiento, a place where you can park, but I might as well pick that up later. It's a lengthy video. They have been doing a lot of new development. I've showed you in the videos, and they're doing some work on the roads. There are some rough roads that way, but I'm going to find a place to park. I'll go to the left. This way. There's a truck leaving there, but I don't know if parking is allowed there. Not sure. Because there's a sign. Different times of day, the parking isn't allowed in certain areas. So you have to really be mindful of the signs. This way, and I tell you, there's a lot here. This is where I do a lot of my shopping. I used to come and shop here, really, since 2019. I would come here, but more so the last few years, I do a lot of shopping. I've been here and other parts of the Lake Chippewa area. I'm going to go this way. Done walk videos through here a few years ago. One of the most watched, viewed videos was a walk video I did here through this area here. He's going to go. It's pretty busy out here, so there is a place possibly, but I'm not going to take a chance. Now this place to the left is for motorcycles and scooters and things like that. So I do know a lot of business owners here. I know a lot of people involved in the cultural movement here. I've been meeting them over the years. And once again, the culture is so important to me. That's one of the big reasons I moved to Mexico, is because of the culture, the Mexican culture. It's busy over here. The senora, I waved to her. She's with the, she helps people over here, directed traffic and such. There's a estacionamiento there now. Is there an opening here? Oh, that's an estacionamiento on the left. That's where that car came from. I parked there before. I don't know. I think I'm going to do some parking here again today. But let me move along. I have parked there before. That's a good place to park. You got to check the times of the day. And you want to make sure that you don't leave your car in there past the, in certain places. I know of one place in another town. I was out too long and my car got locked in, and I had to go to the business next door. And fortunately, they had the keys. This was in another town, but I'm going to pull over here and park. So with that, I'm going to tap on that notification bell. I want you to say, I want to say tap on that notification bell. You'll be notified of upcoming videos here in Jocotepec. Adios.